started. We'll warm up and then I'll explain the workout and then we'll have fun. This is the object I'll be using for the weight today. Just a kind of like a laundry looking thing. All right, warming up. We definitely want to make sure that we're warming up today. Sorry, I didn't have time to put my shoes on. And hopefully the rain doesn't make too much noise. All right, we're gonna start with jumping jacks or that jump rope. We're gonna start with 20, all right? Ready, and go. Hopefully, if you were doing jumping jacks, that you did enough right there. We're gonna go down into a squat and hold. So go down into the bottom of a squat. Maybe get your hands on your ankles or the bottom of your toes. Get your elbows in between your knees. And we're just going to kind of rock back and forth. If you need to hold on to something as you do this, please go ahead. We are working on that Achilles and our ankles, stretching them out. You know, after we did some of those jumps, that's what we are going to focus on. I like to get nice and deep here and kind of work side to side, working on that ankle. Same thing, keeping that heel down as you do this, and we're going to stand. All right, going to do our inchworm out to a high plank. So lock those knees out, head through the shoulders, walk out high plank, hold, engage our core. You know, really always want to make sure that core is engaged. Down dog, walk back in, and stand. Taking a reverse lunge on the right. Open up that back leg, squeeze the glutes, twist left. Good. Stand, knee hug. Pull that all the way up to the chest. Send it back for an airplane, which I never have great balance for in this room. And then out to the side for a nice side stretch, side lunge. Same thing other side, starting with our walk out or inchworm to high plank. Down dog, walk back in, press through those palms. Reverse lunge on the left, squeeze the glutes, twist right. Knee hug, and then airplane, and then lateral lunge. Good. 20 jumping jacks again. $15, $16, $17, $18, $19, and $20. Hopefully you did 20. We're gonna go into a nice easy squat. These are what we call bootstrappers. Keep our knees locked out, hands to our ankle or to the bottom of our feet. We're gonna sit down with our arms on the inside to a nice tall squat to get that chest upright. Send those hips back up to the sky, straighten those knees, and stand on up. Good, try it again, so if you were just watching. Hands to the feet, squat, chest up, hips to the sky, chest up. All right, hands to the ankles, squat, open up those hips, hips up, and stand. 2 more times. Ankles, squat, hips up, and sit up. 1 more, ankles, squat, hips up, and stand up. Good, we're gonna do 1 more each side of the walk out. Try and keep it heels down as long as possible. We're going to walk out to a high plank. Maybe you get a little pedal it out here. Down dog. Walk it back in. Reverse lunge on the right. Twist left. Knee hug. Airplane. And lunge to the side. Same thing, other side, then we're going to get started. Walk out, high plank. Keep that core tight. Down dog. Walk back in. Reverse lunge on the left. Twist right. Knee hug. Lateral, airplane, then lateral lunge. All right. So, I'm going to bring this over to you, our little whiteboard. Might be backwards, I'm not sure. Maybe, maybe not, I think it is. Is it? I think so. Well, I'll still go over it today. So, today, we're going to do a lot of legs, a lot of leg burner here. We're going to do an every minute on the minute. That's what EMOM starts with. We're going to do 30 jumping jacks or jump ropes or whatever it is that works for you. I like to do the mock jump rope where I have the imaginary rope in my hand. I'm working on those wrist twirls as I jump. But you're welcome to do jumping jacks or whatever it is. We're going to do 30 of those. And then we have the rest of the minute to do squats. Now I have a range of reps here, because if you're going to change, yes, backwards. You're sure also is backwards. Oh, good to know. So it doesn't even matter what it says, right? So there's going to be a range here for our squats. It's about 10 to 15, so if you can't read backwards, I don't know why you can't, but there's 10 to 15 squats. That's a range. That's where you want to cut back if you notice you're not getting enough rest in that minute. So your squats, you can also, these are what you're going to have options to change. You can weight them, you can do air squats, or you can do jump squats. Whatever works for you, whatever you feel like your body is needing after this week, you know, do something that's different than what you have been doing and challenge yourself. For the next part on the next minute, crushing our legs here, we're gonna have 8 single leg deadlift, and I'll show some variations before we get started for what that looks like. If you don't have a weight to do this single leg deadlift, you don't need it. We can do that airplane mode, that single leg balance. That's also a great one, as long as you keep that bottom leg slightly bent and you straighten that back leg. I have a hard time doing it in my floor kind of goes on an angle, so it's hard to get balance for me, and especially with my ankles. So I'll show a different variation that I will be doing, and I will be doing it with weight. And then we're going to do, again, it's going to be a range, about 10 to 20 lunges. Again, these can be no weight lunges, these can be weighted lunges, or these can be jump switches, like jump switch lunges, whatever you choose or whatever you would like to do. Sounds fun, right? All right, so that is pretty much the start of our workout. And if we need to change things up, we will, but it is going to be a leg burner. Now, like I said, with the deadlifts, I'm going to show one variation, the one that I'm going to use today. So it's 8 total. That means all these numbers are total numbers. So if it's a single leg, we're going to do 4 on each side. You can alternate or you can stay with it. I'm probably going to stay with one side for 4 and then switch, just because of the timing of the transitions between each side is going to take too long. Same thing with the lunges. It's 10 total or 20 total or 16 total, whatever number in there that works for you. Now, my variation of the single leg deadlift, if I am working on, say, this left leg, I'm going to take my right leg, and instead of trying to get this balance here, kick it back and have, you know, it really long, this would be, you know, if you have an object in your hand, this would be your single leg deadlift. For me, as you can tell, my balance isn't so great here. So I'm going to take this right leg, instead of standing it back to the sky, I'm going to like do a little kickstand. Both feet are in line with my hips, and my hips are squared forward. All right, and what I'm going to do, without an object, you don't even need one, I'm going to send my hips back, so I am loading this front leg, it's nice and straight, before and always keep that core tight and that spine long, always want to protect that back. So hips back, and I start lowering down with my chest, keeping that straight back, squeeze through the front glute to stand, and you're really going to work that front leg. So you always want to squeeze that glute as you send the hips back. Drop that chest for stretching all those muscles at the back of the leg, and then we're re-engaging them to stand. So if you haven't tried it right now, try it with me. I'm going to show you on the other side. Hips are forward, core is tight, spine's long, hips go back, and I start lowering down, stretching the back of that hamstring. I'm going to re-engage, squeeze to stand. All right, if you have an object, you can choose however you would like to hold it, you know, both hands or one hand, and it doesn't really matter which side you really hold it, as long as you're keeping your chest square to the ground. That's what we mean by square. We mean one isn't tilted, nice and level. All right. Any questions so far? Okay, don't think so. That was from all before. All right, so on the minute, first minute, 30 jumping jacks, and then 10 to 15 squats. Your squat variation, you can weight it, anything you'd like. Choice is yours. We're gonna feel this one today. Oh, I wish I had like what the real time is to know how much time we have. My bad. All right. Say about 7 rounds maybe, or 8 to make it even. All right, starting in. Starting with the jumps. In 5, 3, 2, 1, and go. Jumping jacks or jump rope. To 15 squats. Less than 30 seconds. You want about 15 seconds rest. 15 seconds left. So you want to rest. 8 single leg deadlifts are next into our lunges. There's no break. 3, 2, 1, and go. Really focus on good form with all of these, whether it's the balance or the single leg. Seconds. Seconds. No, I'm marking how many I did. Remember, these first ones might be a little bit slower, feel a little bit easier. 30 jumps, and squats. Go. This first round might be easier, but we're going back to back and we're doing all just legs. So you're gonna feel it. We'll put this here so maybe we can all see. I'll up my tech a little bit. Maybe get an extension cord to the clocks where we can all see. Maybe you're, moving a little bit faster. 20 seconds. 15, give yourself a rest. And back to the beginning. 3, 2, 1, and go. I'm splitting that foot, keeping that back toe light. Hips go back and stand. Seconds. 15. 'Back to beginning. 5. And go. Again, you can weight these squats, whatever you'd like, but not necessary. Twenty seconds. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and go. Bugs. Thirty seconds. 20 seconds. 10. Back to the jumps. 3, 2, 1, and go. Right into those nice deep squats. Get those hips all the way down. Weight those heels. Chest stays up. You want to squeeze the glutes going down and squeeze them coming up. Stay with it. It's a great one to focus on your form. 20 seconds. 10. 3, 2, 1, Hips go back on these deadlifts, or if you're doing that airplane, really spread your toes. You want to press through all four corners of your foot. 30 seconds. Keep it going. Back to the beginning. 3, 2, 1, and go. Jumps. And then squats. Maybe you added weight, maybe you started doing jump squats. Whatever you got going on, that's great, stay with it. "20 seconds. "10 seconds. Show you guys a side view of my deadlift. 3, 2, 1, and go. And your lunges. Got about 30 seconds left. You can go right up to the end with your lunges if you want. If you want a little bit more challenge, you're welcome to. 10 seconds left. You can go right up until the end. 3, 2, 1, and go. "30 seconds. Stay with it. Don't forget to push yourself. 10. 3, 2, 1, go. Sorry, keep going. Right to the lunges. This is what happens when you don't have flat shoes. 20 seconds. Don't judge me. 10. 5. Back to the jumps. And go. Just 4 movements. We're doing it repetitively, back and forth. This is where you really should feel it. And just make sure you're doing quality movements for each one. And then in each one, you're practicing it or you're perfecting it. Challenge yourself. Go a little bit faster on these squats, maybe a little bit deeper. 30 seconds. Make sure your knees are over those toes, not inside. You want to be able to see that big toe at the bottom. 15. All right, one more round after this. 5, 3, 2, 1, and go. Thirty seconds. One more round through. 15. 10. 3, 2, 1. Go. Let's go all the way until that last minute, until we have to go to the next movement. So as many as you can here. Last round. Seconds. 20. 10. 3, 2, 1, and deadlifts and lunges. All the way to the end. Stay with it. Seconds. Come on, stay with it. 2, 1, and time. Sorry, I don't have 2 clocks and they're being used and I can't see them for the regular time.